and welcome back to my channel. I received several requests for my daily routine on my foundation. So I'm just going to go through and show you guys how I prep my face and then my full foundation routine. So I start off by cleansing my face with witch hazel, and then after that dries up I do use a moisturizer. After that, for primer, I use Baby Skin from Maybelline, just an instant pore eraser. So for this, I'll just take about this much and I'm going to spread it out all over my face, but especially around my mouth and on my nose and under my eyes, because that's where my makeup wears the most. And then lightly just put it on my forehead, in between my brows. Alright, I'll just give this a few minutes to dry and then I'll be right back with you guys. It's been about 4 minutes since I applied the primer. I don't wait very long for it to set. I'm generally in a rush. Here you're supposed to wait like 10 minutes or whatever, but I don't have time for that. For the actual foundation, I do kind of a combination. I use Maybelline's Dream Liquid Mousse. It's their airbrush finish, and then I use it in the color Creamy Natural. So I use this, I use about 2 and a little teeny bit of a pump. I just put it on my hand there. And then I like more of a dewy finish. My face is pretty dry, so when I wear like just regular foundation, it tends to not look very good on me. So we're going to take L'Oreal's Magic Lumi Light Infusing Primer. So you can use this as a primer, but I like to mix it with my foundation. I'm going to take 1 pump of this and put it right on top. Then I'm going to grab my trusty beauty blender and just dab it all together, make a nice little concoction of it, and then just apply it to my face. Also, just trying out this new backdrop. I didn't really like my lace one, so tell me what you guys think of it or if you have any suggestions for what I should do. I wanted something kind of shiny to reflect light, so I got it. But I'm not sure I love it yet, so we'll find out. Blend it down. Don't want that awkward line. And then it is quite a dewy finish at first. It does kind of soften out. I recently switched to adding primer to my foundation and I really like it. Keeps it from getting cakey and dry. It helps it last a little bit longer to have that like extra primer in there. After I do that, I go in with my bronzer next. So I just use this brush here. This is an old bronzer. I haven't gone through it yet, but it's from Rimmel. It's just a brown bronzer and I use the color Sunlight. Just go in, I just take a little bit, start from the back. I try not to get it too dark. I don't really like the weird line. And we'll just move up the forehead. And I am in no means a beauty guru, so if I'm doing this wrong, I'm sorry. This is just what I found works for me. I have people tell me I look fine, so I'm happy. And then I do jawline. Occasionally, don't always do this, go on the sides of my nose. Not like crazy amounts. I don't like to contour my nose too much, even though I do think my nose is a little big, but I feel like when I actually contour my nose, it looks bigger, so I just try not to touch it. Next, I'm going to go in with Maybelline. It's a concealer from Maybelline. Just use the color Fair. I do let this sit for just a few seconds. Not sure if it actually helps with anything, but I do feel like it helps it set almost a little bit before I blend it in. I'm not sure if that's really true, if that really actually helps, but it seems to last longer when I do that. So it'll just sit for just a few seconds. Actually, I lied, you're done. You can just leave just like this. I would consider my skin, by the way, to be, I have like a combination of oily and dry. I tend to get kind of oily here, but I get really dry here, and then it's just kind of normal everywhere else. I think that's what they consider a condo skin type. That's what I consider condo skin type, but going at the back here to dab in the chin, and then the forehead. And then go to the small side for upper lip, which I do mainly for the help of like the lip colors that I'll put on later. Make my cupid's bow a little prettier. And then just go in here and dab away. finishing touches, I do get a little bit creasy underneath my eyes. I do kind of have a baggier type of eye set. This is from Wet n Wild. It's just their contouring palette. I don't really use the dark side, as you can tell, but I do use this side. So I just take a little bit with my beauty blender of this powder and just lightly kind of set my under eye. I don't go down here where I put some of this, just right underneath the bag area where I know that it can get a little wrinkly looking, I guess. And then last for this part, I do put just a teeny little bit on my upper lip. And then for the very last touch to this look, I use Dream Bouncy Blush from Maybelline, and I use it in the color, this stick came off, but I use it in like a quarterly color. And then it is kind of a cream. I'm not sure if this is the type of brush you're supposed to use for cream, but this is what I've always used. I really like the coral colored blushes for my skin type because I feel like it looks a little bit more natural. Natural as like makeup can look. And then I do put it on my chin just a little bit right there, on the bridge of my nose, and then just a little swipe on my forehead. That's my foundation routine. So check out my eyeshadow tutorial if you haven't seen it already. And then in a few days, I will have my lip tutorial up where I will be showing you how I apply my Maybelline, or not my Maybelline, I use a lot of Maybelline, but Wet n Wild liquid cat suit. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.